Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kiana and this is Key Reads. Now in this vlog this week, I'm going to be doing a vlog to see how much I could read in a week as a mother who has a 9 to 5 job. Now I'm going to do a little better than last time. Last week, I was just starting out. I'm a beginner vlogger and I did not pick up that camera at all. So this week is going to be different. I'm going to make sure I pick up the camera and take y'all through this week's journey with me. But I always wanted to do this video, so I am excited. So today is Monday. I already got off of work. I just got off of work not too long ago. So I'm starting this pretty late, but I'm starting it. And that's all that matters. So I just wanted to come on here and do an intro. So in this week's vlog, I'm going to try to get in 3 books. Well, I'm actually already reading, I'm almost done with The Filth Kings 2 by authoress Masterpiece. And that duology definitely set it off for this month because I was really feeling discouraged that this was going to be a horrible reading month. And I just really wasn't feeling it at the beginning of the month. But this one definitely redeemed the month for me. And I'm so happy I picked up the book. I ate that book on up. I'm actually almost done. So I started Without You All. I know. I'm starting on rocky, but we're going to get better. So this morning I was on page 227 in The Filth Kings 2, and now I'm on page 254. So I did read 27 pages so far today. I don't know if I'm going to pick the book up again tonight to finish it. I literally only got about 28 pages left to read. So we'll see. We'll see if I pick it up. But I'm honestly taking my time this week through these books. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm not trying to overwhelm myself with reading. This is a hobby for me and we're going to keep it that way. I don't ever want it to feel like work. So I'm going to move at my own pace tonight. I still have to make dinner. I still have some things that I have to do outside of BookTube and outside of reading. So we'll see how that looks. And I may pick up the camera tonight, or I may just pick up the camera tomorrow and just take y'all through my day tomorrow. So after I'm done with Filth Kings 2, I will be starting Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown. And if you watched my last my TBR video, you know that this was the bonus pick of the month. I've had this book for a very long time, so I'm excited to get into this book. It's not a long book. It's about 250 pages. Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah, it's 250 pages. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure I could get through this book this week. But like I said, I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing myself. But if I happen to get through this book pretty fast, I did add a book onto the month's TBR. And that book is Cutthroat by Octavia Grant. Now, this book right here, I've heard so much about this book. I've heard it's messy, and I love a messy book. So this is a novella. It's only about 169 pages, I believe. Yeah, it might be a little. It's about 169 pages in this book, so it's not a huge read, but it's something that if I get done with Rhythms Blues, I could go ahead and just finish off the month with this novella here, or start it at least. I've been really wanting to get into this book, and I've heard so many great things, so we'll see how that goes. So definitely stay tuned with me, especially if you read these books before, because I want to know if what I'm thinking at the time I'm thinking it was what you was thinking when you were reading it. This is the intro, and I'll either talk to y'all later tonight or tomorrow. All right, hey y'all. So it is Wednesday, and as y'all saw yesterday, Tuesday, I started Rhythms Blues. And I just wanted to come on here and give you a little update what I thought about it. I'm currently at work. I'm on my break, so I'm trying to make this really, really quick. And you may ask why I got this hood on. It's cold. It is so cold outside. It's cold in my house. The heater is doing its thing, but I am cold. So this is why I have my hoodie on. I have the hood on. I'm bundled up. I got covers. I'm about to get some hot tea. I am cold. But I'm in the middle of my workday, almost done. I got about 2.5 more hours, so I'm excited about that. But I'm hardly able to get any reading in while I'm at work. These calls are coming in. They are coming in. I got a couple more minutes. While I'm on this quick break, I wanted to talk about what I've read so far. So, as you saw, I'm on page 34 of Rhythms Blues. I didn't read anything today, but I'm on 34 of Rhythms Blues. And so far, I'm absolutely loving the book. Now I'm only 34 pages in. I haven't made it in, but I already see where this is going, and this is exactly what I needed to finish out the month. So Rhythms Blues follows Rhythm. And Raheem so far, Rhythm and Raheem, which Raheem is a big time rapper right now, and is Rhythm's boyfriend. They've been together for 3 years, and currently Raheem, he's doing funny business. He thinks that Rhythm is Boo Boo the fool. And I think, ladies, we all have been there. Even men, we all have been there when we've been in a relationship with someone for a long time, or even if it wasn't a long time, and all of a sudden they start moving real funny and playing in your face as if you have to sit there and take it. So right now I'm at the part where Raheem thinks he's playing somebody, but he's only playing himself. And Channing, which is a big time producer, crosses paths with Rhythm. And I already know where this is going to go. I kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. I have an idea of what's going to happen, but we'll see. This is something that you read after a long day. You done took your shower, you done poured yourself a glass of wine or poured yourself a cup of tea, and you really just cozy up and read. Light your candles. Like, this seems like just such a calming, relaxing book, and I'm so here for it. And it's been a while since I've read a book like this, and I actually love the way that Kimberly Brown writes. I absolutely love it. So I'm excited to keep going. And we'll see. But I'm gonna see if I could get some reading in while I'm at work because the calls have been back to back. But there are moments where I have a few moments where I could probably read a page or two. So if so, I'll bring you on with me. But let me go ahead and hurry up and get some tea before it's time for me to hop back in to work. So I'll be back. All right, y'all. So I wasn't able to get any reading done at work. Them calls was coming back to back to back to back. So after work, I did go ahead and read a bit, and I'm on page 90, and I wanted to talk about it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So if you have not read the book, or you have not at least gotten to page 90 in this book, Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown, go ahead and stop the video right here. Go ahead and read the book, and then come back when you at least hit page 90, because we're going to talk about it. Okay, so while we're talking about the book, I'm going to be doing my night skincare routine with y'all. And I'm going to be showing you my Holy Grail skincare products. Now, I'm going to put a picture right here. About 2 years ago, I believe it was about 2 years ago, my skin was really, really, really bad. Like, I was getting so much acne. I have really oily skin, so my acne was really, really bad, and I did not know what to do. So I went down the rabbit hole looking for products, expensive products, using all kinds of things. And let me tell you, you do not have to spend a whole lot of money to get your skin clear. The products that I'm going to show you today, you can literally go ahead and buy these products at your local convenience store, Walmart, Target, wherever you shop, you could go ahead and get these products. So, like I said, I'm going to put the picture right here. This is what my skin looked like before, and this is what my skin looks like now. There are some things I still want to improve with my skin, but from this to where I am now, I'm extremely happy, and it's all due to me using these products. So the first product is Dr. Bronner soap. This is the peppermint soap. This is everything. And honestly, this is an all-purpose soap. You can use it for dish detergent. You can use it for shampoo. You can use it for clothes detergent. You can use this for everything, but I just use it for my face. And this does wonders. So I wash my face twice with this. So let me just go ahead and do that real quick, and then we can get into what I read. They say you should dilute it, but I don't do that. I don't dilute mine because I wet my face first. So I just rub it on my skin and let it lather. I do this twice. I have this cute little thing here. I kind of stole it from my daughter for a little bit, but she'll be okay. She'll be okay. I really just stole it for the video, you know. It fits the aesthetic, you know, with my cute little thing up here, you know, and my cute pajama set. You know, I just felt like, you know, being extra. So I just set it up, and then when the suds is gone, I just add more water and just set it up. But while I'm doing that, let's get into the conversation, because first of all, if we're gonna start with page, we're gonna just start from the beginning, up until where I'm at right now. So first of all, Raheem, he done lost his mind. He absolutely done lost his mind. That's first things first. For him to even think that he's about to bring Imani, and honestly, I don't think this is the first time he's brought Imani into the house. But for him to think that he's about to just be having Imani, Lady Lingo, whatever her name is, on his arm, claiming her as his girlfriend while his actual girlfriend is at home, he is completely insane. And to bring it to her, you know, just for the audacity to bring it to her, like, yeah, the label wants us to, I don't give a damn what the label wants. I'm glad that Rhythm was like, are you absolutely crazy? Are you out of your mind? No. Hold on. Okay, so I wash my face twice, and you're gonna feel the breeze, and I just love that. That's why I get the peppermint, because it's just like, oh, your face feels so clean. And then next is going to be the I believe it's called Thayer's facial toner. This is everything. Honestly, I just got this. Where did I get this? I believe Walmart or Publix. I believe I got this from Publix. But when I first started using this, my skin was really bad. Witch Hazel. I was actually using the Witch Hazel from Walgreens, and that was the best. That was the best. I just haven't been to Walgreens in a while, so when I was at Publix going grocery shopping, I just bought this, and this is Witch Hazel. So any brand of Witch Hazel unscented is what you're gonna need. So I just grab a cotton ball, and I just put some on a cotton ball, and I just rub it all over my skin. And this toner, it helps to get your skin tone. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Are you completely insane to think that I'm going to sit here, be your woman, giving you everything when you come home sexually? I'm making you dinner. I'm making sure the house is clean. I'm being supportive behind the screen and behind the scenes. I'm there for you, honey. Okay? I am there for you through and through. And you think I'm going to be doing that while you parade around with some rapper girl that don't even hold a candle to me? Even if she did with anybody, you are completely insane. So I'm glad that Rhythm stood on business. But then, okay, to make matters worse, she's sitting there making him a good dinner, and he has the nerve to walk in with this chick after he has been at the studio with her all day. And let's not forget him ignoring her phone calls and showing up 2 o'clock in the morning and doing all this extra stuff, just being a horrible boyfriend. But aside from that, you're going to be with this girl all day when you know that she has a thing for you. And I've been seeing her be real intimate with you and you being intimate with each other. Okay, because we're not boo-boo the fool over here. So I've been seeing you be real intimate with this girl, and then you have the nerve to bring her in my house, and then she has the nerve to have an attitude with me as if she is not the guest. Talking about, what did she say? You get mad about something that doesn't fully belong to you. How I would have Fresh Prince her stupid ass out of my house, it would have been let me tell you, no. But she kept it cute, she tossed that food she was making, because baby, you ain't eating. You or your guest not eating. It's a wrap for that. And she went and packed her stuff and she went to that hotel, and that is very ladylike to do, because at the end of the day, we too grown to be out here making a scene and fighting and doing all this stuff for a man that's not even claiming you. If I have to fight a woman over my man, he's not my man. He's not my man. And that's where we are today, because we're just too grown to be entertaining this type of drama. Fast forward, okay? Channing. Okay, all right. I already know. I have an idea of where this is going to go. I'm not sure, because Kimberly could go ahead and, switch it all up, and what I think could turn into something else. But I have an idea of where this is going when he bumped into her at her clinic. First of all, let's fast forward it. Y'all know what happened. Y'all already know what happened. Y'all already read it. So fast forward to when she went out by herself while Neek was back in South Carolina getting her stuff together. And I'm just doing this so it could just dry up or whatever. But while Neek was back in South Carolina and she went out, I don't know how they keep meeting up with each other, first of all. I don't know how they keep meeting up with each other, but I'm here for it, one. And when they went back to that hotel room, this book looks like a cupcake put you through the mattress. Y'all know what happened for that one night. Okay, y'all know what happened for that one night, honey. And the way that Channing took control of the whole situation is just, I wasn't expecting it, honestly. Like, I honestly wasn't expecting it. But I appreciated it, okay? I appreciated the scene because, baby, sometimes you just have to envision, like, wow, that's nice. You know what I mean? But anyway, imagine that, right? Oh, before I move forward, because I already have it in my hand, but I have Zapzit. So the next product would be Zapzit. Now this is for like if you feel a pimple coming up, you put this on it, boom, next day it's gone. Okay, so we're just gonna put it right here. You don't have to use it all the time. Only if you feel a pimple coming on, then you put it on and you let it tack up, you let it dry a little bit. But to bring it back, so, well, not to bring it back, but when she left Channing, right? And she got back to her house, and Raheem was there waiting for her, right? And he confessed his love to her. You know, he confessed his heart. He wants her back, and he wants to do anything and everything to prove that he wants her back. And to be completely honest, and we just really want to be honest, ladies, okay? How often in our past relationships have we taken a man back after he has done worse, right? And also has done less to get us back? Raheem was popping up at the hotel. He looking at Neek's story. He found out what hotel she's in. And now, you know, he confessed his love to her at the hotel. And now they're at Neek's place, you know, their new apartment. And he shows up there and he's confessing his love there. To be completely honest, I probably would have took him back. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, let's be real. My man of 3 years, I moved across the country to be with this man. He is all I have out here. He's taking care of me. I don't have to worry about a bill. I don't have to worry about anything. He bought my clinic for me so I could, you know, be successful in my career. He's bought me a car. He makes sure I'm set out here. And for him to show up and stalk me, you know, and confess his love to me and his heart to me, let's be real. Like, a lot of us would have been like, maybe not go for it as soon as it comes around, but definitely would have been like, we would have thought about it. We would have definitely thought about it. And a lot of us would have went back home. I'm not saying that this is me right now. I'm just saying in the past, I know a lot of us have taken men back who has done worse and has done less to prove that they're changing or that they really want this relationship. I'm glad that Rhythm is standing on business. She's like, you're going to have to show me. I'm not just running back home because you say you love me and all this other stuff. Was you worried about how much you love me when you're still parading around with this girl and saying that it's the label that's pushing you together? Was you worrying about all of that when you let her disrespect me in my home? You know, so I'm just glad that she stood on business. And that's how we need to be. Put yourself first. Self-respect, self-love goes a long way. And you have to have that within yourself when you hop into these relationships, because if you don't have it, men will prey on it and they will play with you and they will play you like you boo-boo the fool. And you really have to have some love and self-respect for yourself to know what you're willing to take and what you will not take. And disrespect is a no-go. Once you disrespect the commitment that we have with each other, it's a done deal. And I don't give a damn. So with the next thing is vitamin C serum. So they have a lot of serums out there, but I like the vitamin C serum. It helps with brightening up the hyperpigmentation that I had from, you know, getting pimples and popping them and the scars and stuff. So I use this and I just put first I rub it in, but after it's rubbed in, I do like this, because that's what you're supposed to do, this to get it in your pores, get it in your skin. So this is the Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion, oil free, because I said that I do have oily skin. So I don't need a lotion that's like too much. It's too oily. It's gonna just clog my pores. So I just put this, and then I top it off with some good old Blistex for my lips, and that's it. So yeah, so we're on page 90. I am eager to see what's gonna happen with Rhythm and Channing and Raheem, because I want to know if she's gonna go back to him. Is she gonna go back with Raheem? Because I would be disappointed. I would be disappointed. But it's understandable. But I will be disappointed. Because what did we just talk about? Self-love, self-respect. So with that being said, that was my skincare routine. Nothing crazy, nothing too expensive. All these things you could get from Walmart, Target, Publix, Walgreens, CVS. They're at your local convenience stores, and they are not going to break the bank. And it has done wonders for me, and I know it will do wonders for you. I would say when I started this skincare routine, I would say in about a week or two, I already started to see improvement. So if you're having problems with acne, having problems with oily skin, these are the holy grail products. I use them every day and they work wonders. Now, if you have any tips on how to get rid of dark these dark bags under my eyes, I am open to it. So please let me know. But that's my nighttime skincare routine. Thanks for listening, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, I'm on page 104. Not them both being in the same room at the same time, talking to each other while she's there, while Raheem doesn't know, and Channing is like, damn. I knew this is about to go down. All right, so as you know, I was on page 90 and I'm currently on page 166. Now, I just want to talk to you briefly, and then I do have some things to do. I'm going to watch a movie with my daughter. We're going to eat some dinner. But today was my off day, so I did get to read. I had some other things to do, but enough of all of that. Let's get into where we are right now, and baby. First of all, yes, Mr. Channing Watson. Yes, 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 yes. One thing I'm going to say is that I love when an MMC is understanding, when he can read body language and he's not oblivious to what's happening right in front of his eyes. He's reading the woman of his interest, her body language, her facial expressions, and he is really aware and self aware enough to be emotionally inclined to either step in when needed or step back when needed. And I absolutely love that about Channing. And a lot of books that I read, that MMC is so It's just like you see one thing and then they jump to conclusions, and then there's a whole thing where the FMC has to explain herself and explain that it wasn't what he thought it was. And it's just like when you can read the room and read expressions on the woman that you're interested in's face, that will save us so much time and so much distress during reading the book. And I absolutely appreciate that from Channing. And Rhythm, ooh, I love her vibe. This is honestly what I thought it was going to be, but better. Looks like a cupcake. Put you through the mattress. Let me tell you. I'm absolutely in love with the characters. I appreciate the fact that Kimberly Brown did not give undeserving characters their own personal POV, and we kept it focused, okay, on who's important, okay. I absolutely love the details. I love how the writing is so unison. Like Kimberly Brown doesn't put everything in one. Like she gradually gives you the storyline, and when she's describing the character, she doesn't give you everything in one. She describes the character from the other character's point of view after you already know what's going on in this situation. Then she describes what this individual looked like, what they had on, and then you could say, "Oh, that's why she was acting like that." He had those gray sweatpants on. That's why he was acting like that. Look, she had that outfit on. She got her hair up in a bun. She looking real good. I just love the way that Kimberly writes. I honestly, she may be an automatic buy author for me. So far, this is a 5 out of 5. This was definitely what I needed to end the month. And I'm so here for it. I'm more than halfway through the book. It's only about 250 pages in the book, as we know. So I'm almost there. But I am going to take a break right now, spend some time with my baby girl. We're going to watch a movie, and I might get back to it a little later today or a little later tonight, or I might see you tomorrow. So, tomorrow will be the last day of the vlog. I know that I'll be done with the book by the end of tomorrow, and that will be wrapping up the vlog. But for now, it's to see you later, and I'll be back. It is Friday and we made it through the week. Now I'm finally finished with Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown, and I absolutely love this book. I highly recommend it. It was a 5 out of 5. I don't really like to do 5 out of 5 or 3 star, 2 star, because I just want to let you know if it was a good book and if I recommend it. And yes, it was an amazing book. And yes, I do recommend it. Now let's get into it. There is going to be spoilers in this brief summary of the book. So if you haven't read it, please stop right here. Go ahead and read the book and then come back and we can discuss this thing together. You can leave your thoughts in the comments. So we already know the characters in the book is featuring Rhythm, Raheem, which is Rhythm's boyfriend of 3 years. He is a big time rapper, and all of a sudden he wanted to play in Rhythm's face and do his own little side thing with another rapper, a female rapper named Imani, aka Lady Lingo, and thought that he was going to be able to have his cake and eat it too. Basically, Rhythm let him know, oh no, you're not going to play in my face like that. We're not going to do that. If that's what you want, you could go ahead and have that, and I'm going to go about my merry way. And that's exactly what she did. Now, I absolutely love that for her. I absolutely loved how the book ended. Channing, which is the big time Grammy winning producer who was actually producing Raheem's album at the time, crossed paths with Rhythm, and they became one. They started a relationship, and Channing knows how to treat a lady, let me tell you. And just overall, I absolutely loved the book. It was relatable in so many ways. and I would definitely recommend. This book right here, Rhythms Blues, is why I say, and you could call me delusional all you want, but I believe that romance books are self-help books too. I don't care. You could call me delusional. I don't care. Because although these are fictional characters and fictional events, they are based on true events. This book is so relatable. Many of us have went through this. We all know how we want to be treated, even if we haven't experienced that yet. And it's nothing wrong with wanting to experience that love and experience that peace and making a vow to yourself that you're not going to settle for less. And that's what Rhythm did in this book. She did not settle for less. She knew what she brought to the table. She understood her worth and her values. She knew what she would take and what she would not take, and she stood on business. And because she stood on business, she got that happy ever after at the end with Channing. And Channing treats Rhythm like a queen. He's running her bath. He's feeding her dinner while she's in the bathtub, lighting the candles. He's just doing everything that we would want our man to do. But imagine if she would have took Raheem back. Would she ever experience that type of love and care? It's our job as women to make sure we're standing on business so that if a man does come along, we're getting exactly what we deserve. And until that man comes along, we are working on ourselves, making sure we're building our self esteem, our confidence, and our self love until we find someone who can match the self love that we give ourselves and pour into us, just how we will pour into them. So I absolutely love this book. Like I said, it was very relatable. And it was such a cozy read. Like literally after work, I would just wind down with this book. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved the ending. I loved everything for Rhythm and Channing. And I just love their love. I just love their love. Kimberly Brown is officially my automatic buy author. Anything that she writes, I want to read it. So I'm going to go back to her catalog. She has the catalog at the end of the book where it has different books that she written, and it has their categories too. So I'm going to go back and read her catalog. But that is the end of the week. So I'm going to put the amount of pages that I read all week right here. Right here, I'm going to tally up all the pages that I read because I did my thing. I read the rest of Filth Kings too, and then I read the entire Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown. So I got some pages in this week, and I'm proud of myself because this shows how much I'm actually able to read in a full work week while working a 9 to 5. So I do appreciate everybody who stayed to the end and who has went along this journey with me. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and share. If you know anyone who likes to read Black romance, urban fiction, and all books by Black authors, go ahead and share this to them. I would love for y'all to join the family. But thank you for joining me on this vlog. This is the end of the week's vlog. And until next time, y'all be great.